Hello, my name is Wow Mittens Meow, and today we are currently in my store in Supermarket Simulator. I have a lot of people that come into my stream that ask about my store. They like to see my store and stuff like that. So I decided to go ahead and talk about how I set up my store and the thought behind it. And maybe you'll find some use to it. If you do like that kind of stuff, hang around, and we're gonna go ahead and start going right now into it. Today we did end up opening up another corner, which is the next to last. We have one more upgrade. That's it. So today we did reorganize a little bit more stuff. I got my refrigerators in the right place and everything. So I haven't did a lot of things I want to do on that corner, so I can kind of just talk about what I'm planning on doing, and then we can kind of go from there. As you see, as you walk in here, I had the produce here by the door just because you have to stock it so often, and that's why it's so much quicker for my employees and for myself, because a lot of times while I'm waiting for deliveries to come in, I am actually working on keeping this stocked up as well. So this does come very handy to have it right by the door, and I have it right here. So then you kind of progress in. I do have the alcohol next. So basically at the end of the night, what I do is I actually fully stock the produce section into the alcohol, and I kind of explain to you, get into the storage room, of why I do that. Here in the store, I have my alcohol here. Eventually, we will be expanding more on these. So how these all have their own section so far, I want to do it also with the vodkas and whiskeys. So those are going to be wrapped around here, and we're going to be moving these. I'm going to move these 3 cakes here. How many we have here? So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we need one more shelf somewhere. So we'll probably move that chocolate cream somewhere. That's what we need. A little bit more room here so I can shift the chips over here, and then put all alcohol here, move the cakes, move the chocolate. So that's something I'm going to go do eventually when I get that last corner, and that's what I'm going to be doing. But today I did this next section here is basically going to stay as it is. Before, I had coffees here, because in the beginning it kind of made sense to put the coffee and the sugars together, but then I'm like, wait a minute, I had my flour here, so it kind of looked like, I'm like, wait a minute, sugar, flour, baking. So I'm going to get a sign here that says bacon once eventually here. I did move all my flours here with the sugars here, and then I put over here, this is the coffees and morning. This is the morning section. So now I put all the milks, the coffee, the teas, honey, the cereals, and then I just put peanut butter here. I need to set down the end here, so I kind of put peanut butter there. Because on the back side, there's breads. And then I got the mayonnaise, ketchup, and hot sauce. Here, it's not complete. As you see, I'm going to be getting a corner section here, but there's not enough room, and I also didn't have enough money at the time. So if I have enough money when I open up the next time, I'm going to see if I can get 2 corner ones in here. I might, but I won't have enough room. I can see right now. So you can see how many, the space here, we're going to have a narrow space, so I'll probably leave it as it is. I might put a little half shelf here, just kind of fill in that spot there until this spot opens up, because it's a lot of money to get to that next part. But when I get this corner knocked down, my books will be moved over, because I'm going to keep a book corner. I like to have my books in a corner. With that, it just is so cute and everything. I really like that, and it kind of just reminds me of going into Barnes & Noble. So that's kind of my little thought process here. The books will probably be expanded further as well. We'll see with space to see if we have to. This is kind of working, but it wouldn't hurt going a whole section for each book. So we'll face that later when I get to that corner. And then next I have all the pastas. So here, this is all going to shrink. So I'm going to be taking this out, boom, and moving that in just like these. Or it's just like this one here. I'm going to be working on that. And then these are going to stay as the same. It's just going to be getting closer, because everything here is all been set up here. So the next section here, I have the dog food, the cat's foods, and going into my cleaning supplies. So my cleaning supplies all have their little corner here. It kind of starts here, wraps around in this corner, and then down here. So that's where I have so far. And of course, I do have the sodas and the waters kind of all over the place. I will be kind of getting them into their own place as well when I get to that final opening of that corner, because I'm going to be doing a whole on redesign, because I have the pork potatoes here. I currently don't have a spot. I'm probably going to be moving them over with the oils and the olive oil and stuff like that in this area. when I get enough room. Right now, if I don't have enough room, I might move. Actually, I might be moving the salt and pepper to the near the baking area. I might even do that if I have room. But I don't know if I have room right now. With the freezer section, it's going to get a little, hopefully bigger, because as we all know, how much we sell this stuff. I did expand out on some of the stuff, but like the ice creams, I haven't done it yet, and you don't really need to do the crabs, but it doesn't hurt. Why not? And the pizzas. So let's go into the storage room. So with the delivery system that came out before, I used to buy all items from the markets. You save so much money, and it's such a great thing. I was doing it because it was a lot of fun. So I was going through here, and I had my little notebook, and I would do all my ordering at the markets, every shop. I had everything organized. I would start at the green market, head over to the laundry store. Now that I'm doing the deliveries, and I love doing the deliveries, it's something I've always looking forward to since I saw it on the roadmap of when this game came out, and I was really excited for it. Of course, it was the last thing they released, but it's fine. They saved the best for last, basically. I had to rethink my market purchases again. So I went back to how I first started, because I first originally was doing checkouts. So when I was doing a checkout, I didn't like running around and stuff like that. So I was actually only buying things for over $50. But then I decided, no, I'm going to do it all. It's a profit no matter what. So I was purchasing everything at the markets when I changed it back. But then I'm like, no. Now with the delivery system, I have to be here at the store. I have to be ready for the next delivery. I can't be running around town getting purchases and stuff like that from the markets. So I changed back to $50. But because I need to be able to know what I need to scan with my with the tablet, so I had to reorganize things. So I did keep my green here, even though all of this is less than $50. So of course all of this is going to be ordered with the tablet. But I wanted to keep it here because I kind of redid my whole storage room based upon what I purchased in my tablet and what I purchased at the markets. So what I did, of course, here's green, then it goes into alcohol. So that's why it's important with store. I have alcohol. I do stocking of alcohol second after the green. So that way I can find out what I need to purchase at the markets, because this is the biggest spender. This is the biggest savings. It's huge money. You want to buy all your alcohol at that market. Only ones I do not purchase at the market is the single, these ones here. I do not do the little bottles. There's one I think was close, wasn't it? $47 for that one. 19. Yeah, that one was close. Do that one, but I'm like, you know what? It's just little boxes, and they're hard to move around on the truck, so I just kept it here, because I kind of show you what one of the sugars are actually close to 50, and I kept it that way, and went ahead and still continued to purchase it at the market, and I kind of explained to you a little bit more on that as well. But anyway, so all this is the stuff from here down, from kegs down. Here's the kegs. Here's our 6-packs into the wines and the whiskeys. Here, so all this on the back wall, basically all around the side wall, is items I purchased. The only exception is the small sushi, and the reason for that is because I decided to expand further. Before, I used to have 3 sections for the large and 2 for the small, but I was kept running out of the large, so I decided to increase the inventory on the sushi. So I put the large here, and then over here on this section here, in these main shelf right here, I have my extra boxes here in case I need them. But here I was storing things like this. I purchased too many of these. I kind of store them here just so they're on a shelf and not where an employee will hold it and say, oh, I can't find a shelf empty. So here I just grab it here and I put them here. I have these empty shelves here for that reason. So, but in this section here, I went ahead and added it here next to the sodas. So I have sodas here. Of course, I have my potatoes here. Kind of had to find a spot too, because I wanted a five stack on the potatoes, 5 stack on the chicken, and of course 5 stack on the sodas here. It's just so this is also an item that's less than 50. So, but anyway, kind of wrap around here. I have all the meats here. So this is dairy stuff, mainly here, an exception of the crabs, which is from the main market. the deli and grocery market. But then we go into the deli and grocery stuff here. But this like really, I didn't set it up as deli grocery. This going to dairy. I just kind of just some of the stuff was already here. I just expanded on it, So it still makes sense. I have my spreadsheet. I have my little not spreadsheet. I have my notepad on my computer that I go and I just scroll up and down and try to find these items. I have it pretty much down to a pad, how I do it. This is, of course, pizzas, the ice creams, the sugars. There's only a few sugars that are above 50, but this is the one that's close, $49.40. So I went ahead and kept it here. Oh, it was already here. With the sugars, I had sugars here originally. I just left it because it was so close. So this is all sugars. Here's the fancy cakes. I call them fancy cakes because they're expensive. But then they go into the cleaning supplies. Not all cleaning supplies are over 50. You're going to see. So I have like the tablets here, the dishwasher tablets, and then I have the sprays. I have toothpaste and the pepper next to each other just because they stack so similar. And then, of course, more cleaning supplies here. But, just kind of kept in mind of the stuff that was over $50. And I kept it here. So basically all this wall down to here is stuff I buy at the market. And after I run around, so basically in the morning when I start the morning, I make sure I start to figure out how many alcohol I need to buy. So I start at the alcohol store just because I'm already done the stocking on it. So I know what I need to purchase. So I go and I start there first. I head there first, pick it up, come back. By then, they're almost done. So I can then go around with my tablet and start ordering stuff. I've already ordered this. I ordered this first thing in the morning before I even start shopping at the market for my alcohol. And so I do this first. That's number one. And then I kind of wrap around to the rest of the stuff. So all this stuff here, of course, down the middle here. And the biggest savings by doing this is the darn toilet paper. When I was like looking at the prices and I found out these were less than 50, I'm like, this is a no-brainer because the boxes are so huge. I don't have to worry about trying to fit them in the truck, having to run back and forth so many times. I have very minimal stuff at the laundry store now, so it's great. It's a great thing. But anyway, I kind of did the rest of stuff here is like get some oils and the cereals. I kind of just put things some places. I have some extra shelves right there at the end there just because I didn't need it. Yeah, so and then of course there's our cheeses and eggs and stuff like that. And those are also less than 50. So that's what I did, I don't know, what have you done? What changes have you done in your store when it comes with the new update with the delivery system? Did you change what you buy at the markets? Do you buy all your stuff from the tablet just because, it saves me time? But the profit is huge. The last day I had 16,000 profit. And that was with having to buy $9,000 in some alcohol I had to buy. So my profit would have been over what math? 25,000? Yeah. So yeah, it's beneficial to do it. The profits are huge. It used to be around 3 to 4 to 5,000 before, when you were just doing with the tablet. So it's a great thing. But that's my setup. So I will probably do an updated video when I do my last corner when it happens, which is probably going to be in about 3 weeks of streams. So I do stream this Wednesday through Friday at about 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So maybe I'll see you in the streams. Give me a follow over on Twitch under Wildman's Meow, or here on YouTube under Wildman's Meow as well. You're here already. Give me a subscribe. I do post a lot of content with Supermarket Simulator. I will be continuing playing this game. I may restart with the new. I wanted to do it with the full release, but I wanted to complete one store. My previous store, I got to, I think that like 3 here. I didn't even get this far. I've gotten further than my previous store. And this setup here I've never done, and I love the little corners. I love the look of it. It just makes it look so nice, different from you can do aisles like every other store, but I kind of like the look. So if you did like it, comment down below. Let me know what you think, and hope to see you in my future streams. Thank you again for checking out this video. If you did like it, please like the video and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this Supermarket Simulator video. You guys take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye, everyone.